We have a point of view about everything, isn't it? Whether you realize it or not. It's very, very automatic. That's the way we have grown up. People have a point of view about everything. And two things are happening. First of all, I think I should tell you why am I having this conversation with you? So today, when I sat down to do the call, I asked for my masters and my guides and my, you know, people to speak through me, and they said, talk about points of view. Why? Because our point of view creates our reality. So, what is the word for point of view in Hindi, Gautam? Please unmute and tell us. Anybody? Looks like Gautam is not able to. Okay, go ahead.
दृष्टिकोण
दृष्टिकोण. Yeah.
देखने का नजरिया.
देखने का नजरिया. So it may, or whatever it is. But for me, it shows up, it occurs depending upon my point of view. So to give you a very crude example, if there is this bullseye target in front of you, from your point of view, you are seeing the bullseye. Okay. Somebody's, standing behind it does not see the bullseye. He just sees one frame and, something there. Because there's nothing behind the bullseye, right? So from one point of view, you see a bullseye. From somebody else's point of view, you don't see a bullseye. You just see a blank square piece of tin with a frame. And if somebody is looking at it from the side, he doesn't even know whether it is a square or what. He just sees, small danda, because he can't see the whole thing. I mean, Gautam understands that very well because he's from the photography point of view. It's all whichever point of view. So have you noticed that photographers, artists, they look at the world very differently, and when they show that world to you, you say, wow. So saying that you are creating your world with your point of view. So here's a very interesting dynamic going on. Whatever is happening in this world today is because of somebody's point of view. And we also have a point of view about it. Okay, so more than 300 people die in Ahmedabad in a plane crash. And people have a point of view about it. Now, some people have a point of view that, all those people got liberated, unko mukti mil gayi दुनिया के जंजाल से. Some people have a point of view, poor people, we are so sad. I mean, most of us would feel that it's so sad that life has been cut off when it should not have been. Yeah, there will be people who will have a point of view that, see, all these aircraft companies, they are cutting corners and they are not, maintaining their quality. And because of that, people are dying. It's all a point of view. I mean, the war that is happening or is likely to happen, we have a point of view about it. So you notice that when there is a situation like the war that is almost happening, people will have points of view about it. Okay, so you will either be thinking pro so-and-so or you'll be thinking pro so-and-so. Does it allow that situation to dissipate? I want you to think about that. So I just brought that up. We are not here to discuss any war or anything of that sort. We are here to look at how my point of view is creating my reality. And what are the points of view that I carry? Okay, let us become aware of what are the points of view that I have that is giving rise to the reality that I have. A lot of people say, oh, my point of view was created by the reality. But all the Siddha Purushas of this world will say, your point of view creates your reality. So the reality that you and I have, the reality you and I are experiencing at this moment, is the reality of my life. No? Another way of saying it would be what, Captain Saab? The reality of my life, how could you put it in different words?
The reality of my life is what I have created, or what I perceive there from my perspective, right?
That is true. However, if you are perceiving life in a particular way, how is your life showing up for you? Yeah? So your reality gives you your life state. If you are experiencing happiness, your point of view is allowing you to have that. If you are experiencing a lot of difficulties and obstacles, your life state is making it happen. Or if life is occurring to you with ease and joy, then your point of view is allowing that to happen. No? So when I say your point of view creates your reality, your point of view creates the life that you have. The amount of love you are able to experience, the amount of loyalty you're able to experience, the kind of people who show up in your life, the kind of people who don't show up in your life. Like somebody may have someone in their life who's always making life difficult for them. How many of you understand this term gaslighting? And if you understand this, put your hands up now. If you don't know it, then I'll have to explain it. What is gaslighting? Don't know. Gaslighting is when there is someone in your life who's always putting you down. If you come with any idea, they'll say, stupid. You always come with stupid ideas. They will always have something negative to say to you to put you down. Okay. So this is their way of trying to control you by gaslighting you all the time. So what does it do to a person who's gaslighted all the time? They are likely to lose their self-esteem. They are likely to lose their self-respect and confidence. So if somebody is gaslighting you all the time, you will lose your capability of taking decisions. You'll always be asking that person, should I do this? Should I do that? So if you have got people in your life who are gaslighting you, then what point of view you have is creating people in your life who are gaslighting you. So that's what you guys, I want you to look at today, is that whatever life state or reality you are experiencing, what is your point of view that is creating that? So let's do a very quick exercise. Let's take, what's your point of view about money? Don't say anything to me. Immediately something will come in your head. Yeah. What is your point of view about rich people? What is your point of view about poor people? What is your point of view about hot season? What is your point of view about cold season? What is your point of view about people who are always being very nice to you? And what's your point of view about people who are very difficult with you, nasty with you, abrasive with you, rude to you? What is your point of view about people who don't respect you? What is your point of view about people who respect you? What is your point of view about food? What is your point of view about sweets? What is your point of view about spicy food? What is your point of view about people who are always impeccably dressed? What is your point of view about people who are shabbily dressed? What is your point of view about people who never polish their shoes and keep them clean? What's your point of view about people who always keep their shoes perfectly polished? What is your point of view about people who have got beards? What is your point of view about people who have got big mustaches? What is your point of view about people who drive flashy vehicles, cars? What is your point of view about people who ride motorcycles? What is your point of view about your health? What is your point of view about aging and getting old? What is your point of view about young people? What is your point of view about Generation Z? What is your point of view about violence? What is your point of view about non-violence? What is your point of view about guilt, feeling guilty? What is your point of view about people who are always showing off? You know, oh, I got this, I bought this house for 20 crores. What is your point of view about people who are humble? What is your point of view about people who are very thin, skinny, like skeletons? What's your point of view about people who are fat with big bellies? What is your point of view about people who disagree with you? What is your point of view about people that whenever you talk anything with them, they will get into a discussion and you are saying, see, he's arguing with me? What is your point of view about people who are always exuberantly happy, over the top? What's your point of view about those people? What's your point of view about people who are always morose? Hello. What is your point of view about people who never smile? What's your point of view about people who are always smiling? What's your point of view about people who always tell you, if you try to talk to them, they'll always start off with, this problem, that problem, my life is like this shit, blah, blah, blah. What is your point of view about people who wear red clothes? What is your point of view about people who wear shorts and, you know, go to a restaurant? What's your point of view about ladies who wear, very modern, revealing dresses? What is your point of view about ladies who are completely covered from top of their head to the tip of the toes in a burqa or hijab or whatever they call it? What is your point of view about people, you know that they love you, but they are withholding their love from you? What is your point of view about such people? What is your point of view about people who always make it a point to talk to you in a very rude manner?  。 . 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . What is your point of view about people, you know that they love you, but they are withholding their love from you? What is your point of view about people who always make it a point to talk to you in a very rude manner? What is your point of view about people who are always indifferent to you? What is your point of view about some people who cry most lot? In corporate, we hear this. I can't stand people who cry. So, what is your point of view about them, which would make you make a statement like that? What is the point of view you have about weak people? What is the point of view you have about strong people? What is your point of view about people who are doing great things in this world? And what is the point of view you have about people who are leading very, 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 very ordinary lives? What is your point of view about beggars? What is your point of view about people who, are asking you for loans? What is your point of view about people who are asking angel investors to invest in their company? What is your point of view about investments? What's your point of view about asking people to invest in you and whatever your project might be? What is your point of view about asking your boss for a raise to increase your salary? What is your point of view about how your boss should be behaving? What is your point of view about kind people? What is your point of view about unkind people? Your point of view about kind people, your point of view about unkind people, what's your point of view about cruel people? Now, I'm 100% sure all of you are becoming aware of how many points of view you have. All right. I also want you to now start thinking how many of these points of view are yours or you got it from someone. I realized many years ago that I have a point of view about women who drive. Okay. And I also realized it was not my point of view. Yeah. So I got it from a person whenever he was driving a car and we are going and some woman driver comes from there, he would make a face and say, women driver. So how many points of view that you have, they belong to you. Or how many points of view do you have which you got from other people? So, having done this little exercise with you, wonderful, magnificent people, I'd like to throw the floor open for you to say to us whatever is coming in your mind with regard to what we discussed so far. Yes, Mr. Suresh Kumar.
Sir, my point of view, my own point of view is with my experience. What I'm experiencing with others is my own point of view.
Okay.
And as you said, female driver or whatever, there are others' point of view which I am believing it. It is not, my point of view. Till I experience the situation, whatever, then
So,
that may get.
understand. Now, listen to one thing which I'm telling you. consider a possibility that whatever you are experiencing is because of the point of view that you have.
Yes, that my state of mind.
Your point of view makes you experience things in a certain way. Okay. And if you go deep into it, you will find out. Great. Thank you so much for sharing it, Suresh.
Thank you.
I love it that you're always so open to ask and share. It's a great quality. Thank you so much. Yes, Raj.
The point of view of mind, whether acquired, infused, or formed on my own, they govern my world, the way I react to that. It influences the things around me. It influences the behavior of the people with whom I am behaving or I am interacting with. This is begets.
And their behavior
I am
towards you
shown.
also maybe.
Sorry, sir?
I said maybe their behavior towards you also is determined by that.
Yes, sir. It is like I have sown and I reap.
Absolutely. As you give, you will receive.
Yes, sir. That's the thing. The point of view is a major influencing factor of my world.
Absolutely. And what we are learning here is when you are in allowance, then you are very clear that this is only a point of view, it is not the truth. Problem in life is that we don't even question this, that it's my point of view. We are living our life believing it is the truth only. And we have enough evidence to prove to ourselves because we are experiencing things. No, we'll keep saying, see, what I believe is correct. See, what I believe is correct. So we'll never be in allowance. So to be in allowance, what do you have to do? Just recognize and say, hey, this is my interesting point of view. And it's very interesting that I have this point of view. And as long as you have all this mixture of point of views, do you think it'll be easy for you to manifest anything in life? Because the more you are able to recognize and drop that this is only my point of view, the more the chances of using your power to manifest things in your life will start happening. Great. Thank you. Yes, Gautamji, please unmute.
Good morning, everybody. My point of view, and I am grateful to EMC, have changed totally after joining EMC and visually seeing the world. And like that, I now open-minded. This is my point of view. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. Okay, anybody else? This conversation that we are having, what is it opening up for you? What will become possible? Yes, Captain Saab.
So when you are taking us through all these questions, sir, for everything that you ask, somehow some people are coming to my mind. When you said, wow, who do you think are strong people? What do you think about strong people? Some personality comes up. What do you think about weak people? Some personality comes. So I was wondering how much prejudice I have. I have labeled so many people in my life.
Well, I would put it, I have a point of view about everybody in my life.
Yeah.
It's a point of view. Now, if you can just say, okay, that's a point of view and it's a very interesting point of view. See,
Yeah.
let's say you talk about strong people. You say, oh, strong people are very good people. This guy is a very good guy. Or you may have a point of view that, these strong people, they are always putting other people down. Or you may have a point of view that strong people are good people, or strong people are bad people, or strong people are very useful people. We need strong people in our world. Depends, na, what our point of view you may be having. So what you have realized is that here are the people that I've classified in a particular manner, right?
Yeah.
And if you go a little deeper about that, see, it's interesting. If you call somebody a strong person, he will always be a strong person for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Like my point of view about strong people is that they are very dominating people. Okay? And I also discovered that I'm very fond of strong people. I like them. Therefore, I'll always have a wife who is very, very strong. And if she's not strong, I'll be thinking what's wrong with her. But when she's being strong, I'll be saying that she's dominating me. Interesting, isn't it? How your point of view is creating your reality. So think on that. Thank you so much for sharing it, Shantil sir. Yes, Reddy Garu. And after that, there was one more person. Anyway.
Mallika, sir.
Yeah, I know. I seen you. After Reddy Garu, you can also say, and then Vetrivel.
Sir, what I understood is my point of view is my reality.
Okay. Did you understand it or you realized it?
I realize.
Okay. And all this exercise that we did, were you able to see how many points of view are, there underneath? Could you see that?
And at the same time, my reality is
Your reality is what?
my reality, my creation, sir.
Yeah. You can see that.
Yes.
Huh? Now, if you want to change something, first thing to do is to recognize that it's only my point of view.
Yes.
The moment you recognize it's only my point of view, it is not the God's truth or something, then there is a possibility that that reality might change for the better or whatever you want. Anna?
Yes, sir.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing it. Malika ji, go ahead.
Good morning, sir. If my point of view affects my action or my feelings emotionally, it affects. I try to be attached, detached mode and accept that point. Then later, I may understand the real other 360 degree. So my point of view may be in one angle, but I may not be seeing the other part of that reality. So
Right.
if I accept it, then I could able to at least not that time, but the later also I can understand the other angle of that.
Yeah, Malika ji, you can go one step beyond acceptance and be in allowance. And so simple, no?
Yes.
When you have a point of view, all you have to do is say, oh, this is my point of view. That's all. The moment you are able to say to yourself, hey, listen, this is my point of view. It's a very interesting point of view I'm having. Right? And it's interesting that I have this point of view. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Moment you recognize it's your point of view, you're getting into allowance. Acceptance is a very small thing. Allowance is the one which you will get. I know.
Yes. Yes.
It gives you a lot of freedom for thought and action. Such a simple thing. Whenever your point of view is coming, these people are not good, these people are this. You say, oh, that's interesting. That's my interesting point of view. That's it.
Yes.
Because it is an interesting point of view anyway. And you're right. You don't have a 360 view because you and I are attached to our point of view, no? You will be attached to something which you believe is to be true, no? That's what people do. They are, wanting to defend their point of view. They are trying to avoid certain situations because of their point of view. You're simply saying, okay, this is my point of view, period. No more upsets. Great. Thank you for bringing that one up. Vetrivel ji, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Sir, thank you very much. I feel like today I got a all thing is all about how to be light and how to see things as interesting. That's it.
I get it. When you are in allowance or when you are able to see how everything is just my point of view, it makes you lighter, na?
Yeah. Earlier I was talking elements. Now I get two more things. First thing is being aware about my point of view. Then second thing is being light on it. Third thing is learning to see that as an interesting point of view.
Yeah. So the moment you see it as a point of view, you will be light on it, no?
Obviously, sir.
Because the only thing that gives significance to your point of view is your strong belief. No, it's true. I know, I'm experienced in my life. I know it very well. But the moment you say, hey, this is only a point of view, then you will feel light. Beautiful. Thank you so
Sir,
much.
can I take 1 more minute? I feel like sharing one more thing.
Yeah, please do.
Because I haven't talked about my wife for a long time.
I was wondering when that's going to come.
Actually, just on a lighter note, there is a conversation. I am fully aware that I was talking her point of view, and you should see the lightness of the conversation. Otherwise, no, the moment her point of view comes, suddenly I put a gate, I just bring all the references, everything. Now I just be light, and I was talking about her point of view. It was a so light conversation. You can play it around.
Absolutely.
Thank
Because
you very
there's no
much, sir.
significance. Huh? You're not avoiding that point of view. You are not defending that point of view. You saying, okay, it's a point of view. It's okay.
People are longing for that to get.
Got
Thank
that?
you very much, sir.
Good. Send me 1 crore rupees now. Fatafat. Thank you.
Vetri's wife is like a lighthouse, I think. Every time he always talks of his wife, he says on a lighter point.
Yeah.
Of course, sir. She's lighthouse. And whatever you said, Raj, sir, I could hear, but before that, whatever Sukhdeepak sir said, I couldn't hear. Some 1 crore and all. Some speaker problem.
Yeah.
1 crore you heard.
Yeah, that he could hear. I mean, you're getting so much, you should give me 1 crore, no? How about you label people differently. Suppose you labeled her, oh, she's my coach. She's my tough coach. See how it will be. Like, I have told her that you should be like this with me so that I can become a better person. So please be tough with me, be harsh with me, keep on pointing out my mistakes. Because somebody has to be there in my life. I like that what Raj Saab said. She's your lighthouse. She's your coach. She's your guide. She's your mentor. She's your guru. Can you see that? Well, gurus will not come the way you want them to, no? Some of the gurus are pretty tough. They hit you also. Very good. Thank you, Vetri. We are all feeling very light now. I better go before I fly away like a balloon because I'm feeling so light. Guys, thank you very much. God bless you and see you tomorrow
Thank you.
for another interesting and useful session.